What's up, soil brothers and soil sisters? Today is Thursday. Today is Thursday. I hope y'all are having an amazing day. I decided, let me pop on this chit chat for a few minutes. So if you are catching a replay, hashtag replay and let me know. Did y'all see that half cow that we purchased? Yeah. So proud of us. I'm so excited about that. I'm so excited about so many things. But I wanted to pop on and answer some questions because we did get a lot of questions. Look at my hair. I've been TikTok shopping. I got these curlers, and this morning I was like, let me curl my hair just because I wanted to see how it would turn out. Hey, Country Hustle. What's up, Soil Family? We have done so many new things in the last few weeks. It's like uh-oh. That's my assistant. Let me put her on. She gonna be like, what in the world? David! Hey, David Hunt. David Hunt, I am so in love. No, we in love. We are so in love with our theme song. I be singing it, Bobby be laughing. I said I gotta learn it. I gotta learn the whole song because we should know it by now. But thank you so much for our song. We love it. I use it quite often when I don't want to have a sound or no talking. I throw Blacktropical Savannah seed in there. So we appreciate you for that. If you could be so kind to hit the thumbs up for us on your way in. Welcome to the Tropical Truth, David. We appreciate you and all you do. I'm not a kitty cat, Logan. Sorry. I'm not a crazy cat lady or any of that. But thank you for being here. I hope you hit that thumbs up for us. We greatly appreciate you. I appreciate you. Thank you for sharing some love. So y'all know Booty is very, very rude over there when I'm live. And she was very quiet until I hit go live. And now she gonna fight this bone. But we gonna ignore her. Again, it is kind of gloomy here today and raining. But the temperature is very nice and comfortable. A few days ago, we dropped a video about purchasing a half a cow. As most of you all know, we lost all of our food. Hey, Mary from Louisiana, thank you for being here. We lost all of our refrigerator, 2 refrigerators, and a freezer full of food. We get a lot of the same questions. Why didn't you have a generator? So we didn't have a generator because we never needed a generator. You know, if we lose power, it would normally be for very few minutes or so. Or not at all. Maybe a few hours. I don't know. We've never lost power for more than an hour maybe or so. In the 9 years Bobby and I have been together. So we just didn't think about a generator. We've had a generator on our mind just because we see a lot of talk about it and we know it's important to have. But because we had never been through anything to where we needed a generator, we got power boxes that we keep things charged up, which did us great. So the sad part about Hurricane Helene was it was unpredictable. We were not supposed to get the winds we got. We were supposed to get rain, more rain and very little wind, but we got the opposite. We got a whole lot of wind and very little rain. So majority of Savannah, I think like 80% of Savannah was without power for a week and a half or some more. Some less, some didn't lose power at all. We lost power for 8 days. So, of course, in the height of it, we were thinking in a day or two the power will come back on. We kept the refrigerators closed. We were good. Deep freezer was good. It was 100 and something degrees in the house. We dealt with it. But then we realized maybe we should get a generator for next time. Well, we didn't think this time would be so bad. 8 days, we lost all of our refrigerated food and deep freezers. And we had been growing and raising food for 2025 all year. So, of course, we lost all of our food for next year. The blessing in it is we have the ability to raise and grow more food as time go on. But yes, we had to resort to buying food, going to our local butcher and buying food. We were blessed to go to one of your uncles used to live in Savannah. We were blessed to go to Utah to Redlands and met some amazing people, and Bobby connected with them great, and they gave him tons of tips on ordering. Most of them raised their own calves and livestock, but because we are 1 acre suburban, we only raise rabbit, quail, and chicken. We don't raise chickens for meat, only for eggs. Rabbit is our main source of meat. We did raise 2 pigs, which we had enough meat left for 2025, but of course we lost all of that, all of our vegetables, all of our fruit. Like we had soursop, because of the medicinal property, everything, all of our tomatoes. So that was all of our spaghetti sauce, tomato sauce, barbecue sauce, ketchup, for next year. So Bobby and I had said the entire time, like, we were so grateful that we still had a roof over our head, because we see so many people out in Western North Carolina and Tennessee, they lost it all. So we couldn't complain about that. But we did lose a lot, like a couple $1,000s worth of food. And now we have to source a lot of stuff and figure out how to feed ourselves. So while we were in Utah, we had a couple people, we named them all, such as Ann of All Trades, Melissa Norris, Janelle Anderson. It was so many of us. The Honeystead, they gave us information to help guide us through purchasing a cow or half a cow. And they knew that a half a cow would last Bobby and I, get us through 2025. I want an old smokehouse like my grandparents had. My granddaddy had one when I was little. I remember that thing. Oh my goodness. I wonder if it's still standing. It's right down the street. It used to be down the street from my mom's house. So we came home and we purchased a half a cow. How, we get the question all the time, how do you purchase a half a cow? Well, first, we live in Savannah, Georgia. So the first tip I would say is check out your local farmer's market, because we do have a local butcher that's at the farmer's market, and you can purchase a half a cow from companies like that. What I did was, because I searched around, they are very knowledgeable, yeah, and amazing. So y'all will see more of them around soon. So we become very good friends since that trip to Utah. So you will see more of them. We talk to them often, and they make sure, the building community is important. So what I did was I Googled how to purchase a half a cow near me. So a lot of people ask, where did you get this cow? We did purchase them from a local company here in Savannah. Well, it's not even in Savannah, it's in Brooklyn, Georgia, which is like 20 miles, 30 miles or so from Savannah. So what I did was we Googled how to purchase a half a cow, and we went through, and Bobby and I took time to see which company was going to fit us best, which prices did we like. It is not cheap, but it's grass-fed beef that will last us all of 2025. So we won't have to buy beef until maybe the end of 2025, maybe 2026. We'll order another half. The good thing about, so when you go on these sites and you look up how to purchase a half of cow, or a whole cow, or a quarter pig, whatever it is you want, lamb, you 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 go on the site and it'll ask you, what do you want? We wanted a half. Um, it'll ask you, certain things come with it already. Like the tallow automatically come. You'll get your steak cuts. It will ask you what cut of steak do you prefer or do you want. It will ask you if you want your oxtails. I would tell it yes, because she said if you don't want your oxtails, we just keep them. I want my oxtails. Thank you. So, we eat a lot of ground beef because we make a lot of spaghetti, lasagna, cheese dips, taco soup as our thing, hamburgers, because it's easy and it's healthier. But I told Bobby we thought having more ground beef was feasible for us. But somebody else, you may say, well, we don't eat a whole lot of ground beef, so maybe we'll just get X amount of ground beef and everything else will be steak cuts, brisket, your beef tips, and whatever. You have free range of what your cuts are, far as your meat. Too much of anything isn't healthy for you. Too much of this air isn't healthy for you. But yeah, everything in moderation. We don't just eat beef, but it made sense for us to purchase. We appreciate you. Thank you for popping in. It made sense to just go ahead and purchase the half a cow, and now it can sit in the freezer, and we got it. We don't have to run to the store, and we know we got grass-fed, local raised beef. It cost us about per pound. I'm not sure how much it was per pound. I'm not sure what it was per pound, but a half of a cow run us around $2,000. I want to move to Savannah. I work in healthcare. I don't know what's stopping me. I wanted to move to Savannah. I moved to Savannah in 2012. The best decision I could have ever made, for so many reasons. I worked in the healthcare industry when I moved here. I injured my back, and a few years later I met my husband, and we've been homesteading ever since. Best decision I could have ever made. When you're ready to go, you're gonna go. So we purchased a half a cow, so now we don't have to worry about beef for the next year or longer. So we don't just eat beef, we eat other things too. Hey, J3. I'm not sure exactly how much that weighed. I gotta ask my husband exactly how much that one weighed. I want to say, I'm not sure how much it was, but thank you, Lisa. I appreciate you. So when you in the website ordering this half a cow, it'll ask you all these questions. You want everything. You want your tallow. You can use tallow for so many things. You can use it. You can render it down and use the lard to cook with. You can bake with it. You can use it for your skin. It is great for your skin care. So many things you can use it for. But there's a thing called healthy fats and unhealthy fats. So that's what you always want to keep in mind. You have to have healthy fats. Like, you can live a really, really healthy life off of healthy proteins, healthy fats. That is one of the easiest and quickest ways to reverse diabetes. So while you're on this site, you pick all your cuts, you submit it, they'll ask you to pay for it, and it took us about 4 weeks before our cow was ready. When our cow was ready, they sent me an email, and she called and she said, Miss Black, your cow is ready, blah, blah. On such and such a day, we'll call you the day before, give you a time. And the company we purchased from, we didn't have to go to Brooklyn to pick it up. We could have, but they brought it to us basically in Savannah. So we just went up to Forsyth and met the company there, and they had all of our food boxed up and ready. We had 4 boxes. Our name was on it, and it was like one of 4 boxes, 2 or 4 boxes, 3 or 4 boxes. So we got our boxes frozen, vacuum seal packed. We've gotten a question of, will it freezer burn over the next year? It will not. Long as it is packaged correctly, it will not freezer burn. We do live in Savannah, Georgia, and a lot of people say, why don't you just can? So we do can. Well, we know how to can, but the thing with canning is when the power go out and it's hot in here, we don't have a cellar or like a cool space if the power go out, and this food is just sitting on the shelves in 110 degree weather, which bother us bad. So now we are terrified to eat our canned goods, so they just sitting here. Even though I've always been terrified to eat canned goods that we can, and we followed the book, I'm just not ready. But we do have a freeze dryer. We lost 0% of our freeze dried foods because they are packaged in Mylar bags, sealed, and put up until we need them. In my opinion, you should know how to can. Freezing is good, but freeze drying is, and dehydrating is good. Freeze drying definitely top it all. You waiting on your wife to make her selection of cuts? Yeah, we got a lot of ground beef, but we don't eat too much steak. We don't eat too much beef tips. We don't eat too much brisket. So what we got is going to do for us. So that's the good thing in it, being able to pick what you want, what's going to suit your family. And then another thing you think about, some companies may only offer a whole cow or half a cow. So what you do is you reach out to your family and friends and say, hey, y'all want to go half on a half a cow or a whole cow? A couple of them. And then y'all split it 2-3 ways, how many other households is going to or whatever. And y'all sit down and figure out what cut you want, what cut you need. When it comes to preserving and saving food, I would say freeze dry. You can freeze dry anything except honey and sugar, pretty much. I'm going to say now. My husband got a video coming out where he is making sugar. So make sure y'all stay tuned for that. Make sure your bell is on. You are following us or subscribe so that you can check out that video. But you can freeze dry anything. Meat, candy, ice cream, herbs, milk, eggs. You can freeze dry entire meals. Like when I made crock pot chicken and sausage Alfredo, sausage and chicken Alfredo, I freeze dried some of it because we had so much and we couldn't eat all of that. So I freeze dried some. So that made us have whole meals. We have eggs and milk and everything. We got some of everything freeze dried and put away. We lost 0% of our freeze dried foods. We are terrified of our canned foods because they sat in here for 8-9 days in 100+ weather. We lost all of our freezer food. Even when you dehydrate things, they have a tendency of getting mushy, and you cannot really dehydrate. You can't dehydrate everything like you can with the freeze dryer. So that is always our first choice in how we preserve our foods. To purchase a half a cow was a blessing, to be able to do that and to be able to have somebody basically hold our hands and walk us through it. Because once Bobby got on it, he asked all the right questions, and they were right there to answer all the questions for him. Hey, Shawnee, and make sure he knew what he was doing, and they wanted to make sure he was comfortable when we got ready to order our cow. And once we picked it up, it was like, wow, this is a lot of meat. I ain't told those boxes. Bobby did all the heavy lifting. All I did was inventory and and put them in the freezer. We do have I'm not sure what size deep freezer is, but it's an extra large chest deep freezer. Um, Not like the refrigerator type. It's the chest. So in this half a cow filled up about half of the deep freezer. We did have some rabbit in there and bacon where we had been restocking over the last few weeks. So we're gonna need another deep freezer. Call your home extension person, your county, get advice about your canned goods. Yeah, even before, so we did a month-long course on canning foods. So now we keep our canned goods on a baker rack right here. But even before the storm, I was terrified to eat the canned goods. And I know we can in a safe way. We followed the ball canning guide to can what we can, but I'm still terrified. And that's just me. And a lot of people will just say, go ahead and just open it and eat it. I cannot. I can't. I can't. My nerves won't let me do it. And then when the power went out, we were like, yeah, let's just freeze dry everything. We only have a few things up there. We do have pickles. We got some broth and some spaghetti sauce. All these things can be freeze dried, and we feel so much more comfortable with using it. You know, I don't think anything is wrong with any of it. It's just personal. You know, we are just too nervous to even go there. So you need me to come taste the canned food. And Dale said she was coming to get it and bringing me some empty jars. So that might be something. SoilFamily Expo should be going home with a bunch of canned food. But I don't know. I don't know. And I think it's just beginner's jitters. We were excited to can. Bobby bought everything, and then we were excited to go ahead and get working and canning. I think the first thing we canned were like pineapples. And then the pineapples were gone in 2 or 3 days because we ate them soon as we canned them. But this stuff that's been sitting for like 2 years, I'm not afraid to say that I am afraid of it. And it will probably sit and continue to age because I'm terrified to eat it. And I'm terrified to feed it to anybody because botulism is real, you know. And again, like I said, we did follow the guide, but my nerves have gotten the best of me. So we gotta freeze dry it, and that's where I'm comfortable at freeze drying. Are we gonna purchase a generator? Yes, we are. We have been looking around, shopping around for a generator, and you know, we said we may not use it for 10 years, but if something come up, we'll have one this time. We did end up getting the generator, I think around day 5. We got a generator to be able to run like a fan and charge our charge boxes up, or light if we wanted a light in the house. But we didn't. Well, by then it didn't do any good to plug up a refrigerator. But we will. Well, we are shopping around for a generator, just in case, because you never know what's gonna happen. As we didn't know this was gonna happen with this storm. Are you guys getting gas generator or solar powered? So, what are the generators I see? What is it? Dual fuel or something? Something I keep, every time I see these generators, I read that to Bobby, and I know he like, why she keep repeating that? So some of them you can power them with solar, diesel, or gas or something. Dual fuel. I think that's what that is. Dual fuel. He probably sick of me saying that. So dump it and buy new lids. You talk about for the canned goods. I got tons of lids. We got tons of jars, tons of lids. Terrified. threw away stuff my grandmother canned in the 70s. I don't have room in my truck. Ooh, in the 70s, yeah. Oh, I don't know. So, I don't know. Like, the only thing that scared me is Bobby probably would use some of this stuff. But what scared me the most is you don't know if it's contaminated or if it got botulism until somebody is sick. I don't like that. I don't like that. So I just stick to freeze drying. We can freeze dry anything. Um, what does so? And I want to say the prices everywhere probably vary. Because we shopped around before we made a decision on where we were going to purchase our cow. So I can't say exactly how much it's gonna cost you. I'm assuming somewhere around $2,000 or so for a half a cow, and that's what the cuts you want. Everything he is ready to go, frozen. They should be individually packaged and vacuum sealed. Depending on where you are, I cannot say where you can buy one. All I can tell you to do is Google where to purchase a half a cow near me, or where to purchase a cow near me. Most of the time when you Google that or look that up, search that on the website, they know that you mean meat for consumption and not like buying a cow to raise as a pet. So that's what I would do wherever you are. I don't know if this company we use, I don't think they are nationwide or worldwide. I think it's just a local company, and that's what we wanted. We wanted our cows to be locally raised, grass fed, because we want to be able to consume a better quality of food. So I think it was well worth it, because think about it. Most people shop every week. We have been blessed to not have to run to the grocery store every week because we raise and grow so much up until the storm. But the average family shop weekly and probably spend $200-300, if not more, every week. And 9 times out of 10, you probably buying ground beef every time you shop. Say if you spend $20, $30, $50 a week on ground beef, hamburger, whatever you get, brisket, you can easily spend a couple $1,000s just in beef in a year and not even realize it. But then you also just getting the crap that they sell us in the stores, which is 99% of what they sell us in the stores is crap. So 2 things we did that were huge. We saved money by buying in bulk, and then we saved our health by getting local farm raised grass fed beef rather than what's in the store. They have learned to trick us when it comes to titles and the labels in the store, and they don't have to tell us but certain things, because that's how the government works. So they don't have to tell us but certain things. So they put certain things on the label and they mislead you and lead you to believe that this is that and that is this or whatever. And then later on we end up sick. So we trust a local farmer more than we'll trust our local grocery store, Walmart, Sam's Club, wherever. Because our local farmer will tell us that this is grass-fed, non-GMO, no antibiotics, no nothing. And I can trust that better than we can trust what they tell us in the store. In the store, they just put a label on something and sell it to you. And then you see videos like Food Inc. on how they process foods that are packaged for the store. So you save a lot when you purchase from a local farmer. Again, if you have most cities and states have a farmer's market once a week or every other week, I would check them out, because you can find a lot there and it can save you and your family. So I just wanted to pop on and talk about how we purchased our cow. I think I answered majority of the questions. I'm thinking. Um, the video, we just posted a video a few days ago. Hey, fresh local meat tastes amazing. Feel confident that I'm preparing quality food. Exactly. Exactly. Hey, Al Smoking. Um, I would love to buy half a cow, but want to know if it would have wild game taste. Not at all. Not at all. Let me tell y'all the difference in store bought. We have been conditioned a long time to where it make us think that this is what it's supposed to be, which is a lie. And then when we have things the way they should be, it's like, whoa, wait a minute, that's different. And we got to get used to what's right because we've been doing what's wrong so long. So if you purchase half a cow from a local farmer, you will get fresh meat, um, way better quality than what they sell us at the store. I would go and watch the process of what our meats go through before they make it to the store compared to what our meats go through from our local butcher shop or a local farmer, and you will be so happy. But you will not have a game taste. You'll have a nice fresh taste of meat, clean, and your body will digest and process that meat so much better because it's not full of chemicals and bleach and whatever else they do, all these dyes that they putting in them so they'll look pretty and all this goofy stuff. So if you purchase a half a cow, you'll be glad you did. But it will not taste funny. It won't taste like wild game or anything. It's gonna be a taste that you're gonna say, "Whoa, this is nice." It's hard to go back after that. When we left Utah, I kept telling Bobby, "I don't know how we gotta get some meat because we can't keep going to Sam's buying meat because this is crazy." We went from fresh farm raised meat to coming back home, and then we were like, "Nope, let's just go ahead and do it." Even when we raise chickens, we do raise chickens every now and then. We haven't raised them in a while because rabbit is our main source of meat. But to eat a chicken from home compared to the store, it's like night and day. It is so good. It is so good. So you will not go wrong with that purchasing from your local farmer. But in this one, everywhere. Everywhere. Hey, babe. He said, "What's up, family?" Yes, please hit the thumbs up for us, if you will. We appreciate you. But that's all I wanted to pop on and talk about. I see we keep getting a lot of questions. And I was like, let's just pop on and chat about this right quick because a lot of people want to know where we got ours from. But you may live in New York or California or wherever. You can still purchase a cow wherever you live or half a cow. You just need to we appreciate your country hustle. You just need to Google or search your immediate area so you can find one in your area and your prices. Because again, prices are different for different places. We shopped around local to us and the prices were different everywhere. We just like what we saw at this company and that's what we went with. And y'all work it out. And you can even call. You may see it online. I will go online and read up and see because we checked out a whole lot of stuff. But then I called because we had questions. And she took her time to answer questions. She said, "If you got any more questions, just call me back." And we were like, okay. So that made us feel real good too. And it was a really fair company. So I think local farmers, they care about us versus I just want your money. They do have a job and they should make money. But they care more than I just want your money. And that's what mattered to us. So y'all see a lot of things that we are changing because we want to live a great life. We want to live a healthier life as we age. You know the body can get wonky sometime. The body can heal itself as long as you give it the right condition. Meaning you have to feed it right and you have to treat it right. Long as you feeding yourself right and treating yourself right and treating others right, God will bless you. So how do you buy half a cow? David, you drive to Savannah and you buy half a cow. No. All you have to do is search for it. Search for it in your area up north, because y'all, I know y'all prices up there are different from ours. And that's all we did. We just searched for half a cow near us. How to purchase half a cow near us. And we went through a bunch of different companies and saw what the prices looked like and compared and did some notes and chose the one we like and the price we like. But yeah, y'all see some changes. We are making changes to our diet and we sharing it with y'all because we want to live a healthy life long as we are here, and we want you to do the same. So you'll see a lot of videos coming out of us harvesting things and processing things. It is the old school way, but every time man tried to outdo something that God put here for us, it just fluff everything up. So we are taking the time to go back and do things the old school way, and our health will thank us for it over time, rather than keep feeding ourselves this junk and making ourselves sick. So we are going to take y'all along with us on this journey as we try different things and new products. Everything ain't cheap. Everything ain't cheap. But let me tell y'all what ain't cheap. Cancer treatments, dialysis, blood pressure medicine, high cholesterol medicine. These things are not cheap, and they do not fix you. All they do is break your body down over time. So we got a lot to learn, and we're gonna learn this stuff together. We'll share it with y'all as we make it, and it's gonna be great. I gotta bake my bread. I'm baking bread today for the first time in forever. And we'll share with y'all soon why we are able to bake bread again without the funny. Without the crap. We want to cut out the crap, and that's what we're doing. So let me show y'all with my it's a French bread. So I need to preheat my oven. So, all right, y'all. In the morning, we're going to talk about video, ancient grain bread recipe. Okay. Yeah. I used to make our own bread all the time, but no okra in that bread, David. No. Hey, pescatarian. I appreciate you, Richard. I will share ancient grain video recipe. Actually, I'm going to make some muffins too. Ancient grain muffins, oh my God, are so good. Ask Bobby how he know. Don't ask me how I know. Ask Bobby how he know. Ancient grain muffins are so good. But that's bread. I'm just doing a French bread right now, French loaf, however you call it, just to see how we like this bread. But I am about to make some muffins because, yeah, Bobby blew through the muffins. So there are so many things we can do to feed our bodies the correct way, and not have all these issues. Sadly, not enough people talk about it. Not enough people will take the time to do the work so we won't have issues. We got time. We love ourselves, and we wanna take better care of ourselves, and we love y'all, so we want to share it with y'all so you can have the choice to do better, because there are choices. So, all right, Lafayette, Louisiana. What's up, Soil Family? So, if y'all can be so kind of hit that thumbs up for us. We got a few videos coming out. Bread is going in the oven, and I finished filming that, so that video can come. Bobby making sugar. Ooh, I walked in the house yesterday. I said, ooh, it smells like sugar cane up in here. He was in here cooking away. So we'll share all that with y'all. It's going to be an amazing time. So we do have a sourdough series coming out. We have an ancient grain series coming out. So y'all stay tuned. Make sure you are following along. Turn that bell on so you can keep up. Um, Tomorrow I'll be live 9 a.m. We're gonna chat about cayenne pepper and the amazing benefits of cayenne and what it can do for you. All you have to do is trust in God, be consistent, and be patient, and He'll work it out. So I'll see y'all in the morning, 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, right here at Black's Tropical. We love and appreciate y'all. Y'all have an amazing day, and don't let nobody steal your joy. Peace.